All right, thank you for staying with us. This is the final part of Sports Tonight, and we want to talk hockey. But let me quickly introduce to you former Nigerian international player Afolabi Awojobi is with us on Sports Tonight. Afo, for short. Good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Thank you.
And of course, Dapo Shotumenu is a very good friend of the house. Dapo is a man of many parts. And I'm also very impressed with Dapo's knowledge of sports generally, not just football. Hockey, arm wrestling, just name it. If Dapo is interested, then it will fly. Dapo, good to have you on Sports Tonight as well.
It's nice to be here.
Let me start. There's the end of year tournament that you guys put together every year. You've been doing it for 13 years.
14 actually.
For 14 years now. Yes. Amazing, amazing. Yeah. We will talk about it in the next couple of minutes. But let me start by asking, what's the state of hockey in Nigeria?
Truthfully, next to comatose.
Wow.
So we actually have a lot of work to do.
He's in coma right now.
Close.
Life support.
Close.
On life support.
I mean, if you have a year with 12 calendar months and you only have 2 national tournaments,
wow,
that tells you a lot about the current state of the sport in Nigeria.
As somebody who played this sport, and as a kid growing up, hockey was very prominent in schools.
Exactly, it was.
What has gone wrong? Just like in every other area of sports, with hockey that has made it remain in this comatose state that you talked about?
I think really has to do with commitment, dedication, and the fact that we don't have a structure any longer. Because for any sport to thrive, you need a working structure. And I'm a product of youth hockey. I started playing hockey when I was 6. I played until I played in youth tournaments, under 13, under 16, under 21, until I matured into the men's team. So I can tell you a lot about tournaments I played. I still have plaques of medals I won when I was 10, when I was 13. I still keep them and I cherish them.
So it must really grieve you that hockey is in this state now.
Yes, I mean, because really, what do the kids have to look forward to nowadays? You know, so you need to have a structure that allows grassroots sports to grow. Currently, we don't have that. Because if you can count the number of tournaments you have on one hand in a whole year, it tells you a lot about where we currently are.
Do we still have a national team?
Yes,
how active are they?
We do, actually. The national team just got back from South Africa, where they came 5th in a 9-country tournament. South Africa were the eventual winners. Ghana, whom 15 years ago, I was privileged to play in a match against
They came here to learn how to play hockey.
Yes.
15 years ago.
We actually helped them launch the Astro Tour 15 years ago, and we beat them 2-0. Their vice president said he was actually embarrassed that Nigeria came to beat them on their turf. And
15 years
ago, 15 years down the line, Ghana is teaching us a thing or two, you know. And Ghana actually came 4th in the tournament. Nigeria came 5th.
Ghana are now better than us.
Yes,
in hockey.
In hockey. So, you know, it's grievous because at the end of the day, we should be progressing, not regressing. And that is retrogression, you know. So we really need to put up a working structure for hockey in Nigeria to move hockey forward. That's the only way.
But let me bring you in here because the foundation for all of this is to have the facilities. Yeah. Nowadays, our hockey pitches are more or less like football 5-a-side pitches. We've converted all of them to football 5-a-side.
Well, the facilities are not just there. We have the Astro Tour they use basically is in Kaduna. Then we have another one in Abuja. There's one remote one in Yobe. But basically, you know, the facilities are very, very minute. Then there's also one in Port Harcourt. You know, there's one in Port Harcourt being used regularly by one former player of the Union Bank hockey team, Mr. Colin. Is used to sponsoring an under-15 tournament there. But basically, currency is what we lack in Nigerian hockey, and the leadership too. They've not been helping hockey to grow.
We have Senator Ningi as the president of
yes, but they're not for me.
They're not doing enough.
They are not doing enough, and we have a lot of them. There are a lot of former hockey players. People with great minds right there, but nothing is moving. We don't have tournaments. We don't have tournament in one whole year for us to just be playing one competition. They talk already the men's league, the women's league also, to call them up. And things are not just going right for Nigeria. In the past, the immediate past president of the Nigeria Hockey Federation, talking about Mr. Paripuka, who is today Commissioner for Information in Delta, when he was there as president of Nigerian Hockey, we had tournaments. We had tournaments across the country, tournament upon tournament. But this time around, you know, the under-20 just fizzled out, the under-15, under-17, even under-15. Nothing is happening. Now we kept, you know, saying it, we kept happening it. And we have great minds. People like Tony Popola is doing his best, you know, to ensure Nigeria.
As the NOC...
Yes, Secretary General.
Secretary General.
He's the chairman of the Lagos State Hockey Association. And early this year, you know, he was able to secure 1,000 hockey sticks for, you know, school, you know, players in Nigeria, and they distributed them to the players during the Billiard Games in Lagos. And a lot of them, you know, but I'm not so happy what is happening, you know, to hockey in Nigeria, because I'm an hockey person.
Okay, we'll come back to all the... We have to create another time to really look at the problems of hockey and all of that. But let's focus on what you're doing. This end-of-year event, for the past 14 years you've been doing it. Tell us about it this year. It's not a regular 11-a-side hockey.
No,
it's 5-a-side.
It's 5-a-side.
Tell us about it. Where are you doing it? When are you doing it? Who are those involved? And everything we need to know about it.
Okay, it's actually called NDFAS. NDFAS is an acronym for
End of year
5-a-side. So what we do is, it started out as a joke 14 years ago. We were coming back from an 11-a-side tournament in Benin City, and we just felt, it was November 2001, we just felt, guys, let's not just end the hockey season like this. Let's do something back home. You know, and we just gathered together. We actually raised about 9,000 naira that particular year to host the tournament. So we had about 6 teams participate. We played and we enjoyed ourselves. And from then on a yearly basis, we just said, look,
Where
guys,
do you do it?
In Union Bank Sports Club.
Okay. When are you starting?
We're starting on the 19th of, it's actually a one-day tournament. So it's just, we start in the morning by 9 and by 4
December
p.m.
19th?
19th of December.
So the whole day you just
the
play
whole
hockey
day,
from start to finish?
Yes.
And then...
So this year is very unique because we actually launched our website. So there's now ndfas.com. If you go to ndfas.com, you'll see what NDFAS is about, how we started.
End of year 5-a-side.
End of year 5-a-side, what we want to do and everything. And uniquely as well, we were able to actually have all teams register online this year. You know, it's the first time in hockey it's been done anywhere where you actually have to launch or register online. So people actually, teams from across Nigeria registered online. We actually had the registration open for 15 days, but at the end of the day, within a day, 25 teams had registered. So it shows the popularity of the sport and even the NDFAS games.
All right, so December 19th, keep that date in your diary. They'll be having the end of year 5-a-side hockey, and I would like you to be there as well. Well, this is just coming in from Promise Etim, our very good friend in Akwa Ibom. The Akwa Ibom State government has rewarded Akwa United players with 2 million naira each and a residential apartment in Uyo. That's just coming in, and that's very, very good for Akwa United. That's how we wrap up Sports Tonight this Monday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.